Lincoln Tunnel, through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. On 2nd and 9. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
And this is something this defense is going to have to account for as this game goes on. He's a space player. They want to get him out in the open field and let him make his move. So if you're going to stick with him, you've got to make sure you plaster him, as they like to say on the defensive side of the ball. Otherwise, he'll burn you as he just did there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll try again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Jets nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Johnson running right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it?
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now they try the right side here. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive? And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Jordan able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 17-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. First target, first catch at a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Wilson on first down. And that one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now Wilson. He will find Davis. That's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 47. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, But I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, Wilson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. Muscles him off. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Right back to him on first down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Wilson now off the bootleg.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's got room. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They toss it out right to Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Now Tua. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for an onside kick.
They would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Here's Tua. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Tua to throw. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Second and 10. Tua. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.